Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the investing channel. This is Ryan, and in tonight's video, I'm going to be jumping into another coin. I'm going to jump into a trade. So I'm going to share with you guys my entry point, and then I'm going to calculate my exit point, and I'll let you guys know what the profit's going to be. And we'll look at indicators too, so you can see what I'm looking at and why I'm jumping into a trade and the reason for my madness. So if you guys are into crypto and you want to see what people are doing, follow me on my journey. I'll share with you guys some of the coins I'm in right now that I'm holding on, and I'll share with you my entry, my exit, and then yeah. So if you guys are into that, you guys can follow me on my journey. Just remember, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Smack the notification bell when it pops up so that you're notified. And if any of you guys are in on coins right now and you're wondering kind of like what's going on and you want me to analyze it for you, let me know what the coin is down below in the comments. And then let me know the point at which you bought in and the point at which you're hoping to sell. And I'll do a video on it if I can. And I'll share it with everybody so everybody can learn. So let's go ahead and get going. And for some of you guys that have asked, this is not my house. I wish it was, but this is just a backdrop in hopes that someday I can have a place like this. I think it's on Lake Michigan, somewhere up by Chicago. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Okay, here we are, RNDR. Right now it's at 3.51. We're up in the green a little bit, 1.01%. Let's get kind of an overall view. Let's go to a 1 day. And you can kind of see here. So we are kind of on the downward trend. We have kind of hit a support level. So that's my hope that things are going to start to come back. I'm not putting all my eggs in this basket, but I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm seeing. All right, so let me go back to the 4 hour. Here we are. And you can see here, we are also kind of at a support level. It dropped down a little bit, but my hope is that it's going to jump back up. Let's look at the RSI. Since December, as usual, as per all the coins that have been going on in December, first half is between the 30 and the 50. Then it usually will jump up towards the 70. And we've kind of been fluctuating here a little bit. Now it's down in the lower region, but hopefully it'll pass that 50 mark and continue to climb. Here's a new MACD indicator that I'm using. I kind of like the color scheme of it. When coins are on a upward trajectory, typically what will happen is you'll see a little green dot here, and it's an indication that things are on the move. So we had one here, and just like on the prior coin I was just looking at, I think I did a video on it, same thing, green, a little bit red, and then another green. So my hope is that we're starting on an upward trend here. Okay, so we'll go Ichimoku Cloud. We are below. Let me build this up here. We are below the red cloud. Typically, for those of you guys that know about Ichimoku, you don't want to be buying in when you're below the red cloud, okay? Especially on stocks. If you guys are day traders, you do not want to be buying when you're below here, but we're talking crypto. Crypto's a little bit different, and I'm okay to jump in. And I used to use stop losses, but I don't use them anymore. And I've been a lot more successful in crypto not using them. Stocks are a different thing. Okay, multiple SMA. You can see here it did cross, yellow did cross, indicating a downward trend right here. But my hope is that these are going to start to come back and converge since we've kind of hit that support level here, right around the 340 range. And my last indicator is here. Let me kind of explain this a little bit. When you see these red bases here, when price action drops below it, more often than not, it swings back up. So if you had 10 of these bases and 9 times it swung back up, you would be profitable 90% of the time. And then if it dropped down once and you lost, well, then you're only down, 10% of the time. So you've got a really high ratio there at 90%. So right now, here's kind of what I'm seeing. And I'm going to show you, let me show you an example here. Let's see, here's one I just did a little bit ago. Okay, so follow me and I will show you. Okay. So this is not advice, guys. This is just what I'm seeing. Okay. Right here. Boom, dropped. Came back up. Dropped. Ultimately came back up. Dropped right there. Came back up. Dropped. Came back up. Dropped. Came back up. Just one little line, but it came back up. Drop, came back up. Drop, came back up. Dropped, and then we're kind of over here now. Ultimately, I think it's, well, I'm going to skip this one, but you get the gist of what I'm saying here. So back to RNDR. So here's what I could do. Here's my options for me. Remember, it's not advice. These are options for me. So I'm jumping into the trade, and right now it's at, let me write it down, 3.513. And then I'm going to explain something here in a minute. So if you guys are finding this helpful or handy, please give it a thumbs up right now. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm. It's right down there in the center of your screen below the video, this area. So I'm not going to wait for it to come all the way back up because I could be sitting there for a month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to try to maybe come in right around this line here, right around the 406 range. 406. Okay, so that gives me roughly 50 cents profit on each coin. Sorry, my dog's chewing his ball here. Here's the other thing that I could think about. If this drops more, which it very well could, because remember the SMA line was still going down and we're barely, above. Over here, we've got some decent red coin numbers here. But because of that, it could drop more. And if it did, what I could do is I could come in here and I could, buy a little bit here. If I see it get down here, I buy, a little bit down here. And then as it finally starts to swing, I could start to, sell a little bit here, sell a little bit here, and a little bit here. And, just try to take myself out. Or what you could do is you could just pick a spot, somewhere. If you bought down here, maybe I could sell in here, or I could sell up here. So it gives me some options within this area to play with. And so let me go ahead and we'll calculate it here. Just a second. This is my spreadsheet. For those of you guys that are new, I document all my trades. What are you doing? Go play. Come here. Get up here. Okay, so what I do is I document all my trades, and I created a tutorial for you guys to create your own. I give you the layout, I give you the formulas for the calculations, and if you want to get that, you can just, click on my below, after this video, click on my username, you'll come to this page, you'll see my most current coins that I've jumped into, and then click on videos right here, the tab that says videos, scroll down to the blue one, and you'll see it right there, and you guys can go ahead and click on that and follow that if you want to get a copy. All right, so let me go back here. I'm going to calculate it out real quick. I'm going to put roughly 1,000 into it. So I'm going to paste that. What's today? Today's the 11th. These are the ones that I'm in real quick. So if you guys want to stop the video for a second and look, you can kind of see what I'm into. And I'll explain it here in just a second. So I'm doing RNDR. And I'm going to put my 3.5. I'll fix that once I jump into the trade after the video. And then I'm going to roughly get out around 4.0. I'll go 4.05. I'll just go 4.05. Okay. So let me get roughly 1,000 coins. So, I mean, $1,000 worth of coins. So let me just throw in some random numbers here. 400. People like to text me when I'm doing a video. We'll do 275, 280, 290. All right, we'll do 290 coins at an entry point at $3.51 roughly, and a takeout at $4.05. And if I jump in with a little over 1,000, my profit will be $155. I'll make 15% of my money. And once it clears, I'll do another video for you guys and then we'll go in here and I'll mark it down as cleared. And you can see here, just since the 24th, I've jumped into a bunch of coins and they are clearing, boom, 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 boom. Look at all these cleared already since the 24th of last month. I stopped during early part of December because everything was taking a turd, dropping. And just so far, I'm up, I think I calculated everything right. I'm at $655. It's not a lot, but when you start stacking and these things start rolling in, before you know it, you're at like $4 grand, $5 grand a month. So I started again back on December 12th, but I've got a whole bunch of trades that I did in here. So I've been doing it for a little over a year. I started when the pandemic hit. Didn't know anything about stocks or trading. I taught myself, and I've been being very successful. I've went out and I'm holding on a bunch of coins, and let me share with you which ones I'm holding on. These are the ones that I'm holding on right here, the ones that say holding. And don't worry about these prices here because I'm just kind of throwing in haymakers in hopes that they ever get to a certain point. I just want to see if I hold them, what I would get. And I'm also holding XRP and XML. Those are the two big ones that I'm holding. And that's it for now. So please remember, give the video a thumbs up down below. It helps me out. Let me know if there's any coins you guys want me to do a video on in the comments, and then subscribe to the channel. So as soon as these start taking profit, I will let you guys know and smack that bell. All right, so I'm going to jump into the trade now, and I will see you guys on the next video. All right, have a good night, guys. Oh, and just so you know, let's see here. Let me show you what is today's date. Today's date right here, January 10th. What? That's not right. It's the 11th. There it is. I had to hit refresh. I did it last night too. So it's the 11th, and it is 8:57 p.m. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.